is plain and simple, sugar and spice and everything nice. So it's Echo and it's RSG battling for spot number 1. Let's take to the first game.
I love the new emotes. The battle emotes. Yeah.
The Fanny.
Kibu.
Yeah. Speaking of which, right now, we have our awesome Valorant prediction brought to by Samsung. Who will score more kills in this game? It will be Kartizi or Demon Kite coming down with the hashtag Samsung, and Samsung always wins. And yeah, you know what to do, guys. You have perks brought to you by Samsung. Let's go back to the game.
So interesting too, right? Now Carl Teasy is going to be rolling with the assassin emblem here. He is, I think.
Oh.
Okay, no.
No. Secured by Demon Kite.
Yes.
Yeah.
Demon Kite did secure that here. Now they're going to fight for space around the river. They're still going to give this a go, though. Yawi could be in trouble here.
Yawi.
Flickers out, so they get out a resource. But the thing is, you know, RSG, they have to do that. We already saw the idea, the mindset of Echo. They want to possibly invade. They want to be the ones setting the pace here. Yeah. But so far, I mean, that early on, I know it's only a minute, RSG Philippines responded really well.
That might be the problem with having the Grok utilize the Guardian's Barrier. If you choose to pick that up first, you don't have the power of nature. So you don't have that much invading potential as you would with the Grok with the Guardian's with the power of nature, right? Yeah. But still, what you preserve as Echo is the fact that you are controlling your lanes. You can see Yawi prioritizing the Guardian's Barrier. You can block some of the minions so that your laners will have a much favorable minion equilibrium.
Yeah, it's buy time and vision for Yawi, and not to mention in the first turtle of the game, there's a lot of things that Guardian's Barrier can do. Reset the turtle, just block off enemy entrances.
Oh, this is the classic move that you can expect now from the first rotations. You will park your roamer into the mid lane, getting the solo XP, and then your mid lane to the top where the XP lane is, so that all of your members are going to be level, or at least 4 out of your 5 members are level 4 when the turtle respawns.
So talking about how being ready. Oh, look at the burst.
Another airstrike pushing him back here. Echo might just have to give this one up. Yawi just trying to plant himself there. Carl Teasy's got to grab this purple buff, but by the time he gets it, could be a little bit too late here. Already, Demon Kite goes ahead and secures that one. Now Yawi going to get the way of the dragon right on top of him, and there's the first blood going over to Demon Kite.
Massive pokes coming out from RC. We talked about how you can put your mid laner into the X-Plane for 1 lane so that you will get your level 4, and Aqua utilized that so well. Using the feathered airstrike, really fended off Echo's positioning. Yeah. The same thing RSG, because of the poke that they had, now they have the advantage onto the turtle, which wasn't answered by Echo at all. And then they get another kill. This is great for RSG as the start.
Yeah, we're looking at right now, this is trouble for Echo and how they want to freely rotate around the map, because they're going in twos, because Carl Tees right now is on high and dry. So there's a lot of things that they can be countered, especially with the damage that they can get from that Fanny. Setup from Light.
You're going to kick Yawi once again, but right there's the damage coming out from Aqua. That's a big dam on the Farsa. You're seeing it here already early into the game and on the top side. Naf's going under the turret. Can he grab the kill? And he does, coming out clean. That's 3 down for Echo, and it looks like they're going to be pushing into the jungle as well. Take it. They don't. Not able to take the resources. They get pushed off. Benny Cutie, though, grabs a kill, punishing Demon Kite, making him overstay there in the jungle.
Wonderful retaliation coming out from Echo. But nevertheless, you can see RSG in their prime form once again. They are always dictating the team fights. And this is the form that you saw when they were champions in MPL Season 9. When they dictate the fights, when they dictate where the fights will happen as well, that is how you know that they are in control, which means that they are really prepared in this game.
Yeah, one thing that we've seen earlier on how RSG is upping the phases right now against Echo. Once you go for the gold, they split right away. It's one of the keys that we mentioned earlier on the panel, because the strength here right now, as Wolf mentioned, there's a lot of gaps that Echo needs to filter. Okay, so RSG is just purely damage right now, and setups on how they are becoming more stronger by the minute against Carl Teasy.
Yeah, I mean, Light's just doing a great job at. I mean, even if he's kicking Yawi, right? If he's using the way of the dragon on Yawi, it's usually converting to a kill right now, just also because Aqua has so much of this early burst damage.
Oh yeah, that's
it. And it looks like once again, Yawi gonna get kicked. Carl Teasy there to back him up. Light's gonna be in trouble now. Sanford doesn't get the kill. Turtle secured by Demon Kite though, and it's Carl Teasy that falls. And Naf's pushing back too. Demon Kite looking for Sanford, can't get the kill there. Benny Cutie was there to back him up, but they grabbed the turtle and a kill.
We are talking about how important the Yuzhong last pick was for RSG, right? You saw how he timed it so well. He was all of a sudden in front of Carl TZ with the Petrify. You have the combo, you have the lockdown, and the damage was ever so present for RSG. They have punished Echo, and at the same time, Demon Kite won the Retribution battle in that second turtle. This is such a massive victory for RSG, as now they are definitely the winners of the first 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, last week, oh, look at that. Another one for Demon Kite. Just making it through top lane. They're just squeezing out resources on the side of Echo. I remember last week on how RSG struggled just to get enough 2 points or 2-0 for the game. Right now, it's just them dictating more troubles on the side of Echo.
It's kind of funny because we talk so much about Echo Express, right? But right now, how do you stop the Express? Well, it starts with Light, right? Because he's been doing a lot of this. Even though he's got those 3 assists, he's the one setting the pace here for RSG Philippines, not allowing Echo to get to that point. Yeah. So already they're putting pressure here on the purple side, making Carl TZ really fight for this. Light takes quite a bit of damage. That is him going down here. Can they follow up on a kill? Benny Cutie has to flicker out. It's RSG Philippines in a bad position, but it's only Light that falls. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade.
I think RSG are generally happier about that. They are still pressing the tempo, and they are making it so that Eman is actually untouched in this game. 0-0 and 3 for Akkad. Already burning Sprit, but it won't matter as much because now he will secure the top lane farm. And at the same time, they are going to be prepared for the third turtle, which generally means that you can utilize your gold laner if there should be a fight into that turtle pit in a few seconds from now.
Now we're looking at how RSG managed to just seal the borders here for Echo slowly and becoming more surely how Yaoi is trying to poke down Nats here down bottom. Light is going to be back at the back of Benny Cutie.
Benny Cutie can't get the kill. He's going to get kicked into the turret. He was trying his best, but Nats has the backup from the rest of RSG.
Was that necessary? Was that necessary?
He felt like there's always this ticking time bomb when you have your non-scaling hero versus a scaling hero. So it's a classic dichotomy of an early game hero versus a late game hero where you are forced to make the plays, but sometimes because you are too anxious to get kills, to get some farm advantage over your matchup, you make bad decisions, and that's exactly what happened in that case.
Oh, this is trouble now for Echo. They need the damage, they need the items, they need the power here against RSG because the setups in terms of the CZs and the burst, just look at this, the zone out against Echo. Here comes Nats.
Nats going in deep end. And there goes Eman with the blazing do it. Push it, Echo back here. Can they grab the kill? The kick is on. Sanford doesn't go down, but it's Sanji that falls. Sanford falls as well. Everybody's low on Echo. Aqua flickers in. Can't get the kill though. Gonna be an even trade 2 for 2 unless Carl TZ can find another kill here. Eman quite low, but he's just gonna prioritize the buff for now.
Oh, pretty good. Okay. And Aqua now packs up a punch, 5-0 and 2. You can feel the strength of this hero, and this is not your typical Mr. Shop Pharsa. This is a Magic Worship Pharsa. He's gonna hurt. And he actually opted to go for the Lightning Truncheon, which kind of makes it so that his Magic Worship is gonna really, his Magic Worship Pharsa will really hit in this mid-game team fights.
Now we have seen how Aqua is on the flow with the burst damage. Let's talk about Echo here. How are they gonna bounce back from this? Is the item, will the time be enough? Will the items be enough? Who's the one here to get the damage against RSG?
If they combine it together, particularly if the Brody still gets up the damage, it's not as much as a Claude, for example. But if they focus on one hero, for example, they raid in on Aqua and then Eman, they will have the damage. If they find the right targets in the latter portions of the game, it is doable. But naturally, if it's just a head-on collision, it's going to be naturally favoring RSG.
Nah, it's the Aqua man that they need to shut down. It's Aqua and Eman. But Yaoi here, he could be a sacrificial lamb in all of these possible plays that he can do. Because the defense of Echo right now could just be with Yaoi or even, not even Sanford.
Yeah. I think the tough part for Echo to conquer right now is actually just allowing Benny Cutie to pump out the damage, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't really have the opportunity to get the marks that he needs, the stacks that he needs. He does sometimes have the position, but it's usually compromised because of Navs. Yeah, Navs and Aqua alone. Not to mention Emon. If Emon does come in with a Blazing Duet, everybody on Echo disperses, so the positioning just isn't in their favor. You have a lot of things to check off the list there if Echo actually wants to win a team fight, or actually even stand toe-to-toe with a team fight.
Yes, that's very true. Which kind of makes me think that RSG really thought about this composition that they have with this last picked Yu Zhong that we did not expect, but now it makes total sense because it is a formation breaker coming out from RSG. It's an initiator as well. And what I really like about this is that they have brought back the Farsa in such a creative manner. It makes it so that Aqua is now more comfortable with his hero picks.
It's classic for
It's a
RSG.
classic, that's right.
Yeah, we cannot stop something. It's being classic. It's old but gold in anything that we do. For RSG Philippines right now, they're up against what? 8K gold lead, and only one tower has been taken aside of RSG. Not even the defenses, because of the space that Aqua is doing from time to time. No deaths at all.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like they're bunching up here. They're going to see if they can actually make a sneaky play here on the bottom side, or they might just call it off. The thing too is, you know, with Navs,
Look at the coverage.
typically he plays the Esmeralda, right? I like that Navs has been able to bring this Yu Zhong pick in and still do those Navs things, right? Because that's typically how he plays his Esmeralda. Yeah, but how many times has Navs' Esmeralda been counterpicked, right? Now that teams have caught on to that. So this could possibly be something in the future to work on, and that could be a go-to. Look at the damage, like you said, with Aqua here. Okay, they do catch a light, but he's going to flicker out. There's Navs using Dragon Form, looking for Sanford here. He has nowhere to go, does flicker out, can't get out though. Falls here in mid lane. Emon with that one, so already down a member. Lord's not going to be up for half a minute. So they could try to do something with this, buy some more time. By the time it does come up, Sanford should be back alive.
Yeah. I think they might have utilized their ultimate way too early. But I am not entirely sure about the timing because I have not seen Yu Zhong played in a very long time.
Yeah.
I think that they will not have their ultimate for Nats in when their Lord respawns. So that may be a bummer, a little bit of a bummer.
But what's crazy is they're 8K ahead.
Well, it's true.
So
That's
regardless of the Dragon Form or not, they've got items.
I agree. Now they have it. So it's maybe 40 seconds.
Yeah.
What the way I mentioned it because the way that I understand RSG is that they always time their clashes around these resources, those cooldowns. Yeah, it has been the reason why they were very successful before, and you'll understand why they popped that ultimate because it really looked like it wasn't needed in that case, right? Even a kill, it doesn't matter. The Lord is respawning soon, but I guess RSG knew exactly how to play with it.
You know, I think it's just because the typical psychology of players and is when they see the Dragon Form come out, they're just like, just run.
Yeah.
It's something, right?
Compared to an Esmeralda, like falling Star Moon in, you're not really like, run.
Yeah, making it to Aqua and Nats, just zoning out everybody on the map. Oh, the tower is down in the mid. There's no tower to protect this Lord. It's just 5 members of Echo trying to burn down this objective. But just RSG managed to secure the corners of this. And look at the lane equilibrium.
Oh, yeah.
All 3 lanes.
Interesting. Interesting that Yaoi would flicker in there on Navs and the Wild Charge.
Now that's a big timing to not have this time.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? So timing, they know that Light's the one to go in on Yaoi, gets kicked, turret does fall too. Now they're going to be down Yaoi. Does RSG Philippines want to possibly punch this in or just focus on the top side? They do clear those out, but right now, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to actually end the game just yet.
Now they're on the base. The Raiders.
They have 12 seconds to make something happen, and they will pop the ultimates.
Okay. Real-world manipulation does come down. Carl TZ trying to bob and weave out of there. There's Aqua responding. They've got the minions here. Can they focus on the crystal? Carl TZ's got to go in, but he gets kicked. He goes down. He falls here. Yaoi charging in. Can't connect with the wall. But now Sanford on the backside. He is caught out. And that's going to be the double kill for Emon. Demon Kite looking for it. Give Emon the triple. It's only Benny, Cutie, and Sanji left alive here. Can they defend their base? It's 4 for RSG Philippines, looking to focus on the crystal.
Oh, look at the
Emon's
burst.
taking quite a bit of damage. There goes Sanji can't get the kill. Immortality's gonna be popped. Everybody
to pull it
quite
out.
low. Sanji, can he do it? He grabs one, but it's Emon that takes him down.
4 seconds,
And
Kartisi.
that's gonna be it. Can they get it down in time? They have the damage, and it's RSG Philippines taking game 1.
My God, Aqua, all throughout this game, he died in the end, but because of what he did, he flickered out of the zone where he already popped his ultimate, but it was in the favor of RSG because he has baited out so many members of Echo. But the real MVP was Light with that kick to that last clash. You saw Fanny went into the backlines, get out, and then go into the backlines again. But that was the way of the dragon prepared.